Welcome to the BDB Podcast. BDB also stands for
Bring Down the Boogeyman.
I'm Jason. I'm here with Ben and Jake. Today we got a great episode for you, filled with spooks and
We got some goblins, some ghouls,
some
some gaffs.
some
other
cougars.
garbage thrown in.
You guys like the cougars?
We love the Cougars.
Is that a good cougar noise?
Yeah.
That was a terrible
I
cougar.
love
Sorry.
cougars.
There you go.
Fuck. That was a scary cougar, man.
This was a scary cougar.
You're such a MILF.
There's the gaff. There's the gaffs, guys. We promised it. We'll deliver it. Like a hot pizza pie that's been sitting for 45 minutes and it's definitely lukewarm at this point.
Yes, lukewarm at this point. Let's see. There's WitcherCon.
Yo,
Oh,
Jake and I
that's a
talked
fucking
about
game.
fucking
I'm
WitcherCon.
excited, dude.
I don't get it.
There's
Look-
Witcher DLC coming out.
For The Witcher 3?
Mm-hmm.
No fucking way.
Is it the Butcher of Blaviken?
Be so cool.
Is it Henry Cavill's skin?
You're shitting me right now.
No, it's actually happening.
There's new DLC coming out for a 2015 game.
Yes, because of the Netflix show.
That's fucking.
It is Henry Cavill's skin.
Probably.
He's
actually.
Superman.
I was thinking like a big DLC, like Blood and
I
Wine.
honestly have no idea. They might have announced something. I have no idea.
But no, they're gonna announce a bunch of shit at WitcherCon having to do with the show and the games. So I'm
Witcher
hoping they're
7.
gonna announce a Witcher 4.
That would be fucking phenomenal.
Exactly. That's what my
And
hopes
everybody's
are
gonna
up
be
for.
so goddamn skeptical because
And
of
then-
Cyberpunk.
And then they're also probably gonna talk about the next season of The Witcher and probably the prequels that are coming out.
Which comes out December 19th.
The next season?
Yeah.
That
First
is
it was
after
July.
the Wendigo
It was
movie.
July.
That's after the Wendigo movie. It should have been
What are the
released
odds?
fucking 2 years ago.
the odds
If
of
we
actually
could have been in the Wendigo movie, that would have been fucking dope. If we could have been just Wendigos,
Well,
that would be fucking
You gotta
sick.
think about this. It finished shooting in probably 2017.
Yeah, because it was supposed to release 2020. Wasn't it?
I think 2019. Late 2019.
Oh, yeah, because
'Cause then
COVID,
COVID
absolutely
hit.
fucked it.
And they're like, this movie sucks. We need as many butts and seats as we could get. We cannot release this right now.
Fuck, man. I want that movie so bad.
It's either gonna be the worst thing ever or the fucking best thing ever.
It's gonna be so fucking mediocre, but we're gonna love it.
Makes
It's
me
like-
want
it's
to
like
replay Until Dawn.
Did they ever make a Slender Man movie? I feel like they did.
God, I hope not.
Did they? Can Jamie? Can you fact check that?
That's you.
I'm Jamie.
Yeah, you're the audio guy.
I
that
thought we
quit.
fact check after.
This is when the Slenderman movie was released.
No, this is unedited.
I think there was maybe
You're-
a short
you're-
film.
This is unedited. So far, we're at the 58-minute mark on recording, but probably
10 minutes.
50,
Probably only 10 minutes into the
52
episode.
minutes in right now. Is what I'm
There
gonna
was
guess.
a trailer released January 3rd, 2018.
For a Slenderman
For a
movie?
Slenderman.
But the movie never happened.
Slenderman did not want it to happen.
This says,
Live
does
movie.
Netflix have Slender Man? It's available on Netflix right now if you fancy a decent scare.
I don't believe that at all. We are watching this after the podcast.
Oh my god, no, I remember it now, it did. There is a Slenderman movie.
Really?
It has Joey King in it.
Do you know who that is?
No.
I
It
don't
said,
either.
oh god,
not-
what the fuck was Joey King in?
I'm starting to get more versed in pop culture, but I'll never be as versed as Ben is in pop
I know
I-
Stanley Cooper, Jack Nicholson.
That's
Stanley Cooper?
Sorry, Stanley Kubrick.
Leonardo
It's not-
DiCaprio,
that's
Matt
who
Damon, Johnny
directed
Depp,
it.
No, I know. It's
Gal Gadot, Henry Cavill, Margot Robbie,
Joey King. All right,
Ryan
hold
Reynolds.
on. Hold on. She was in The Conjuring? I guess.
I don't think I saw the first one.
The Conjuring's good. I love
It is
that franchise. Is great.
Right there!
Oh my god! Wait, I remember the box
Right
art.
there!
Oh no, I remember the
Wow.
cover. Fuck.
All right, hold on. Let's get a Metacritic anticipation from you guys. What do you think it's gonna be? I haven't looked at it
For
yet.
Slenderman?
For Slenderman.
Oh, we're guessing what the Rotten Tomatoes is?
The Metacritic.
Oh, is the fanfare gonna fucking cover it? No, wait.
Absolutely. I cannot believe that it would. I'm gonna guess like a 36. 6.
I shit you not. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah?
I was gonna say that.
We are so Slenderman savvy.
I'm gonna say a 39.
39?
Yeah.
$30!
Fuck.
We all
Fuck,
lose.
man.
We all lose. This is price.
My second choice
30.
was gonna be 29.
If we're going off the IMDb, it's a 32.
Closer.
That's closer.
It is. It is.
You still lose the most though, Jake.
And for that, Jake is tonight's biggest loser. Speaking of Slenderman, did you guys
Thank you
ever?
for that transition.
Did you guys ever go through like a creepypasta phase?
A little bit.
A what? I'm uncultured guy.
Is SCP creepypasta or is
I think I'd put it in the same classification.
I think SCP is like a different thing because I know that whole fucking thing's got like a big ass like genre.
Oh yeah,
dedicated to
they're
it.
all fucking crazy about the guy who kills you when you blink.
My favorite one's the toaster,
I like the fucking leg crusher.
the leg crusher.
It's just a machine that just crushes your legs. it's I've sent you guys memes of it. It was like Peter Griffin in the Bone Crusher, and he's just like, Lois. Ah!
What the fuck?
I sent you it, didn't I? Is that ringing any bells?
No,
God damn it!
Peter,
Hold on,
the
hold on,
Peter
hold on,
Griffin
hold on.
Bone Crusher is not ringing any fucking bells, man.
Hold on.
While you're looking at the fucking toaster is literally
It's
just
called the femur breaker.
God fucking damn it. The femur breaker. Peter Griffin versus the
Oh my fucking god. Cursed.
Oh, here's part 2.
You guys aren't allowed to drink when we do the podcast
Dude,
anymore.
There's so many Peter Griffin and the femur breakers. There's recordings of the YouTube video re-uploaded as different YouTube video. Can we? What is the femur breaker? Tell us about the toaster.
Oh, the toaster is just a really fucking stupid one. It's just a toaster, and if anybody uses the toaster, they start to think and like become a toaster. Not like physically, just mentally thinking they're a toaster. So the story is like the first family that got it bought it from like a Goodwill or some shit. I don't remember the beginning of it. The daughter thought she was a toaster and plugged herself into an outlet,
With what?
a fork, and just plugged it into the wall. The mom, like, I don't remember what the mom did. And then I'm pretty sure the dad tried to just, like, eat a shitload of bread to produce toast.
The toaster make you hungry.
The toaster is hungry.
Dude, no, fucking.
Yeah, that's relatable.
It's about as relatable as that to you.
I think a little more relatable.
Yeah, dude, honestly, the amount of times I've eaten bread.
I, too, am toaster.
But yeah, you never went through anything like that? Like fucking Wendigo or Skinwalker stories or
They're pretty much just, like, shit posts about, like, folklore and stuff.
yeah.
I mean, kind of with
Do you know, like-
Wendigos and like Slender Man.
Like The Rake, Jeff the Killer.
Yeah.
Jeff
Like
the
that
Killer's
kinda
so
shit.
Stupid. He did. He went through one.
He did. He wrote the fan fiction about it, probably.
Robert the fucking doll. You guys probably haven't heard
I
of
don't.
that.
Is it you
But
like
it's
your
like
male
this-
sex doll?
This like
That's
doll that this kid had.
Rupert and the femur breaker.
Rupert and the Fever Break.
You just hear as it deflates.
God damn it.
Who's Robert?
I honestly can't remember. I remember looking at this at like in like 5th or 6th grade. Is when I was like into this.
That's about the right
Yeah,
time.
that's the perfect demographic.
Oh god, I just remembered fucking Smile Dog or whatever the fuck it was. Oh,
Smiledog.jpg. Robert.
Robert was like this fucking doll. I watched some like, not like a documentary on it, but something like that. and like I don't even remember what the doll did. It was like kill people or something, but they like cut the doll open and there was a heart inside of it. And then they put the doll in a museum or something. I don't remember.
It sounds a lot like
That's
Annabelle.
That's just Annabelle.
Yeah, I don't know about the heart thing, but that sounds a lot like Annabelle.
Yeah.
Isn't it fucking crazy how like all those movies are based on like real shit that happened?
Yeah, but
It's
I
fucking
feel like
freaky.
I feel like the phrase "based on" is used very loosely.
You've seen the found footage at the end of every single Conjuring film, right?
Yeah.
That shit's fucking freaky as hell.
As
I
above,
mean-
so below.
I mean, that's, we used a Ouija board.
Jason hid behind the couch.
Yes, sir, I stood there.
Yeah.
He was
okay.
intimidating the demon.
Aaron sat right here on this couch and also said no.
Aaron joined us the second time. But nothing happened. And yet, we were still compelled to say goodbye at the end.
You gotta say goodbye. If you don't say goodbye,
Well, yeah, but that's,
even if you think there's something there, there's not.
Well,
You
so
always
that's what
say
I'm saying. We
goodbye.
were compelled to say
Yeah.
goodbye just out of the fear-mongering of the Catholic Church.
Exactly. Those fucking Catholic Church guys, so
No,
and
but
their ho-hos and their ding-dongs.
on the topic of like the like conjuring and demons and all that, like is that something you guys believe in? I know Jace does. He hid behind the couch. But
Again, I stood there.
Yeah, okay.
we
guys.
knew what was going on inside your head. But just like wholeheartedly, like, do you guys believe in that stuff?
I mean, it's weird. You know,
Mhm.
I don't want to say that I don't, but I don't want to say that I do.
I'm more along the idea, like, I don't want to fuck around and find out.
Yeah.
Especially with
See-
the idea of a demonic aspect.
Because when it comes to like horror movies, I am not really scared when it's like a psycho murderer or something, but I do get scared when it comes to demons, because that's like something that's unknown, I guess, that like you can't really control. Because like a killer is just a person, you know.
It's what they want you to think.
Like I can handle a person. Could I handle a demon? Probably fucking not.
See, with horror movies, though, horror movies do nothing for me, especially now. I pick them apart. Yeah, I fucking laugh at them.
Yeah,
The shit they do is hilarious. I think it's honestly just American horror films that are shit. Because I watched some, like, Brazilian horror film. Holy shit. Totally different fucking breed of movie. Have you ever watched other country, like, horror films?
Yeah, I've watched foreign horror films like Ringu was the Japanese version of Ring. Like the Americans remade it. It's freaking good. Or
Let's make a horror movie.
Huh?
Let's make a horror
You
movie.
get too scared during
It'd be pretty
filming.
sick.
Jake.
it's a video of me for 2 hours.
It's what this podcast is.
It's fucking a horror
Every
movie.
episode is a horror movie.
The Grudge. You guys heard of The Grudge, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Japanese version of that. Creepy as shit. But honestly, I think the horror movie that scared me the most is when I was like 10 or 11 or 12. I watched the first Insidious movie.
I've never watched Insidious.
Dude, the lipstick face demon. Just like it doesn't, that movie doesn't scare me anymore, but that guy's still creepy as shit. And what's funny is he just looks like Darth Maul, but had no horns and has a bad fucking like monk haircut.
Still creepy as shit.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That I know. One scene it just popped into my head.
When he's behind her
Yeah,
head.
that just
Shit my pants
that
as a
just
10-year-old.
popped in.
Shit
Holy
my
shit.
pants as a 10-year-old. That fucking movie made the Tiny Tim song creepy.
It's a Tiny Tim song.
Yeah. Tiptoe
Oh, through the window. I love how people still use that as like a fucking horror thing.
Yeah. I think that movie's what popularized
I
that.
think it definitely is.
You've seen the movie though, right?
No, I've never seen the movie, but I know that scene.
Oh. Yeah.
It's a weird scene. It's like I don't know why that stuck with me, but as soon as you said the Darth Maul thing, that immediately popped into my head.
Dude, there's another scene towards the end of the movie where like I don't know, you guys probably don't care about the movie if I spoil like towards the end of it.
Go for it.
But there's a scene where they're like in the like demonic dimension, I guess. They call it the other or something like that. It's where you go when you astral project.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I do that all the time.
Yeah,
How relatable.
Of course, come on. But he's like in his own room, and the main character's son is chained up in there. That's the whole goal, is to get the guy's son back in his body. And he's sitting there, and that song is playing, and it's this weird angle of like the demon's like eye through a magnifying glass as he's sharpening his fucking like claws. And then the dad's like trying to unchain the kid, and he's like looking up there, and he's just doing his thing, and he looks back down, and he looks there, and the demon's like pressed against the window, and he looks back down, and he looks up, and he's gone, and he's just right behind him. And it's freaky.
That's such good cinematography.
I love like jump scare cuts like that. They fucking get me every time.
And it's not even like a jump scare, like a boo. Like the one Jason's talking about, that one's more of a jump scare. This one's more of like a build.
Mm-hmm.
And like you know exactly what's gonna happen. But it's still like
It's still freaky as fuck.
Yeah.
Like,
that movie.
The first like horror movie that I actually watched in theaters was Sinister 2. I think I might have told you guys.
Fucking
It was not
Sinister.
It wasn't that great.
No.
But there was one jump scare that like actually got me, and it was the build up. And it was the dude going into that abandoned church, and he like puts the flashlight up, and he sees a kid, and he puts it down, then puts it back up, 2 kids, then again 3 kids, then again, and it's just one dude, then again, and the fucking boogeyman is right in his fucking face like that. Because I was just like getting closer to the TV. I was like, what the fuck is happening? And then fucking BAM! And I was like, holy shit, dude. That was fucking good.
Did you know? So the main character in the second one is the sheriff's deputy from the first one, right?
I haven't seen the first one. I told you, like, the first horror movie
When did we go on a
actually
horror
watched
movie
and
binge?
understood.
It's fine by me. But the guy who plays the main character in the second one plays the older version of...
The guy from the first one?
No. He plays the older version of the
Ben.
asthma kid from the It remake.
Oh,
in
really?
It Chapter 2. Yeah.
I never saw it. Not gonna lie.
Really? You didn't miss
Didn't
out
miss
on
much.
much.
The first movie, the first It remake, was pretty good. It's not scary.
No, it's not.
They're not scary movies. They're more
Thriller.
Yeah.
kinda, yeah. But the first one was good. The second one was okay. I like the part where they're just like, "You're just a stinky little clown. You don't scare me."
Yeah, I love the shit talk it's scene. You know, it's fantastic. Yeah.
Shit on the little clown boy.
I think the first, like...
Hello.
Do you want a balloon?
Pop, pop, pop.
The fucking stupid dance that he does in the second goddamn movie.
No, that's in the first one.
That's in the first... I thought it was in the second
It's the
one.
end of the first one when he pops out of the fucking carriage, and he does that.
You're right.
Yeah, that's the first one. They're
Yeah.
both on HBO.
Don't watch them.
Watch the
something
first one.
Watch the real horror movie. I think the first time I really got scared by a horror movie, I was like probably 8 or 9. Probably. I don't know why it's still on the TV either. So I'm sitting there watching this movie. This TV show. Again, terrifying episode.
Let's talk about courage again.
No, but it's a different animated
Flapjack.
show, you know. It was a SpongeBob episode.
Oh,
It was the gorilla one.
yeah, I
That
believe it.
shit was fucking terrifying to young me, and I don't have a goddamn clue why. It's
Understandable.
Patrick, man. That fucking gorilla mask face was fucking weird, man. I don't fucking understand it. That shit was terrifying.
I know. I lived it.
That was
I
the.
lived it as well.
That's the one thing that traumatized me. My life is perfect besides Ape SpongeBob.
I know I said that the first Insidious movie is the first one that terrified me, but that was like as like a more functional human. When I was 6, I watched the like TV miniseries of it from the like early mid 90s. That fucked me up as a kid.
I like the original It better than the new, like the remake.
It depends. They each have their own pros and cons, but that first one, watching it at 6 years old and then immediately trying to go to bed afterwards is
No, sir, not after.
fucking... I did not sleep. And looking back, if we watch it now, it's hilarious.
Yeah, it's not scary.
It's not scary, but to a fucking child?
Don't
Whoa.
cry. Don't cry.
Whoa. The fucking Insidious, though, that one made me iffy of, like, dark corners. And, like, I was functional at that point. Like, I was staying up, like, gaming with the fucking boys. As soon as I got off, I was like, oh.
Fuck.
It's a
Turning the
little
lights
dark over
on
there.
tonight.
No, I would sleep with the lights off. But I would leave, like, my door cracked open.
Dude, that's even worse.
Yeah, I was gonna say
For me, I
that's
can't have my
worse.
door open when I sleep.
But the thing is, like,
Especially if I watch, like, a scary movie or something.
like my TV receiver back then, it would let off like a blue light, and with the door cracked, I could see the blue light. Yeah.
See,
So
for,
it was like a more alpha version of a nightlight.
Yeah, but then you wake up in the middle of the night, and something blocks the blue light.
No, see that's the thing is like I was paranoid of my curtains. I was paranoid of my
cracks,
curtains.
cracks anywhere, like especially that have light through them. Like if I crack my door, there's like a light in the hallway that my dad keeps on because he goes to work at like 3 a.m. so he can see because he's an old man.
Yeah.
But like if my door's cracked, I can see that light on, and if I saw something cross the light, I'd shit my pants. I would get my machete, and to this day, I would shit my pants.
Fucking day. What the fuck? God,
Absolutely.
you just fuck me. You just reminded me of all
you
the
insist.
fucking nightmares I had as a child.
Did we talk about nightmares already?
We talked about nightmares, but we didn't talk about like kid nightmares. I had one that was kind of weird, like at my old house when I lived in that one place. A different place that I don't live in now. I had a dream for some reason that I came out of my room and there was a hatch door in the bathroom and it opened up and this monster was slowly walking out and I was crawling over to my parents' room and I couldn't crawl. Like I was being sucked back and I was just like crawling for dear fucking life. I couldn't stand up or anything. I was just fucking crawling.
Those are the weirdest fucking things, man.
What was your skilly?
So it's just the way that my old house was set up. It was like my room, and then my bed would either be, no matter what direction I put my bed, I would be facing either the doorway or a window. And the window was kind of like slightly elevated, so like a story and a half high, into my backyard. And then the doorway was just a fucking little short hallway that was fucking had a little nightlight in it.
Mm-hmm.
So many of my fucking things would just involve something standing either in the doorway or like far away. I'm fucking creeping myself out talking about this. It's so weird because I haven't thought about this in years. But like something would just be like standing out through my window in like the neighbor's yard.
Just like staring at you.
Yeah. Well, not even staring. Just exist. I'm literally getting chills on my side.
Something.
Literally just existing. Like the one in the doorway would look at me, but the one outside wouldn't. It would just exist.
Yeah, and then you like know that it exists.
Ah, fuck.
So it's
man.
like creeps you the fuck out. Or like if you see it and then it's not there anymore, that's even more creepy. Because you don't know where the fuck it is. So you start fucking looking around corners and shit.
I also, in that same house, the front door was right here. Then the kitchen had a giant ass window, and then the computer desk, and then another giant ass window that led right into the living room. And from the kitchen window, you can look all the way down the trailer court. Because I grew up in a trailer because I'm poor. No, but
Jesus.
right
Context.
at
much.
it's important because there was the trash can for the entire trailer court down there, and again, same thing. Something would just be down there. But the worst part is that's when I was awake and conscious.
Nice.
Never had a dream where I walked outside and it was over there. That was always the hellhounds. We talked about that.
Yep.
But when I was awake, there would be something down there at the end of the trailer court.
Like you would think there was?
Well, I hope I was thinking it. I really hope I was thinking it. If there's actually something that was down there, fuck me, dude. God damn.
Dude, sometimes when I'm like camping, like I'll be totally fine. It'll be like 2 a.m. and we're all like I'm sitting by the fire just hanging out, totally fine. But then I go into my tent and I close the door and I hear noises, you know, like wildlife noises, trees swaying in the wind or settling, and everything just creeps me out.
Oh, yeah. There are times, sorry, I know you're about to talk, but there have been times where we're sitting out there by the fire, in the game room, whatever, and I go out to piss, I walk away for a second, and then there's just a creeping thought in my head. And I go, fuck.
Dude, when I just pissed.
Fuck.
Like fucking 15 minutes ago.
Because
I was literally thinking, we were just talking about Slender Man. And I was just looking around in the woods. I was just looking around, and I was like, I forgot my phone, so I don't have a flashlight. And I'm just looking around like, I really need to stop looking
that's
around,
fucking
dude.
great. No, dude, but it's so fucking freaky, though. Especially because out of Georgia, or even here, there's fucking deer or whatever. Someone will just make a noise off
Just
in the
like
distance,
random wildlife.
and I'll just go, I know it's nothing,
Yeah,
but it's something.
but it could be
What the
something.
fuck?
Dude, what if there was a deer and it just stood up?
I'd shit my pants.
And it just stood up.
there.
It just starts T-pose.
Rationalize it all you can, but you would shit yourself.
I wouldn't be rational. I'd be going the other way.
No, you'd be like, oh, hey, it's T-posing. And you'd get back in and be like, guys,
Guys, there's
Guys,
a
there's a
fucking
fucking monster out
T-posing
there.
a
deer.
fucking skinwalker. We make the meme of skinwalkers every
But they're
time we see
real.
a deer. Every time we see a deer. But, you know, late grade school, middle school me knows
Get real.
all the terrifying stories of them. But, like, what you guys were talking about with, like, seeing the figures. So there was a scene in Insidious where, like, there's just the cameras pointed at, like, say, the corner of the wall. It was the corner of a wall. And the lady's, like, in the dream world. And she's describing for the guy what to draw. And, like, he's doing this sketch. And she's, like, losing her shit, like, freaking out as she's, like, telling him what to sketch.
Mm-hmm.
And he, like, finally finishes the drawing. And he, like, shows it to the family. Oh, my God.
You got goosebumps, buddy?
Oh, my God.
You guys should see. Oh my god, I can see the goosebumps.
Keep going.
It's freaking me out.
Keep going.
And he shows him the sketch, and it's just, like, this
What's that in the corner?
black mass, like, hanging on the wall. And you see, like, the claws and just, like, the outline of a face. And then you just hear, like, this cracking noise. And camera cuts right back to the corner, and there's nothing. When I would be, like, in my fucking room at night, I would be laying down trying to go to sleep, and I would just be like, hey, you remember that scene? Where there was something in the corner of the
your
ceiling?
brain's just like, remember
Dude,
this?
that's the fucking worst thing.
And I shit you not, I'd be laying there, I'm thinking to myself, don't think this. But at the same time, my
makes you
brain
think
would
it
be
more.
thinking
Thinking
it.
about it.
And I would work myself up to the point where my heart was racing out of my fucking chest. And I would, like, slowly, like, I'm gonna say I was panic searching, but I was slowly trying to find my fucking iPod Touch that had no flashlight on it, so I could turn the screen on and point it at the corner of my room to make sure.
You're terrifying me right now.
I was
dude.
fucking terrified.
I would love so much if the power went out right now.
I would shit my pants, dude.
We'd
This
probably
podcast
scream.
would be lost, though. I
No,
mean, maybe
you're
not.
plugged
Oh
in,
no,
you're
I guess the
plugged in.
power would last. I could probably have enough time to save it. With
We-
the battery.
Yeah.
We'd have the camera too.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
But dude, I would
scream. I would scream like a little bitch right now if the power went out.
But I would point the iPod at the wall, and there would never be anything there. And then I would just turn it to my curtains.
Stop
Every
it.
time.
Stop it.
Every
I
time.
don't know.
Stop
That's
it.
the other. I never did like. I feel that's definitely like a horror movie trope. Just like doing it in real life's even worse.
Yeah.
I'm
but,
so
like-
glad we started talking about this. I have more.
But like
You keep going.
none of the shit that I ever like did like when I had those dreams or like visions or whatever the fuck they were. I never did the horror movie tropes because in my head I went, no, that's a stupid fucking thing to do. Why would I ever do that? That's what it wants me to do. That's what it wants me to do.
But like, I don't know. If it's not the corner of the room, it's the fucking curtains. And the worst is like
100%.
during the summer, like when you'd have your windows open, and there's like that little bit of light that shines through because
Street lights or
Street
whatever the
lights.
fuck it is.
just like
Sun,
moonlight.
moonlight,
For me, it was always
stars.
moonlight, which
Yeah.
is probably worse.
Yeah.
I
a
don't
little
know.
more creepy,
Yeah, but
depending on the circumstances.
but you'd be laying there like facing the window trying to go to sleep, and the wind would blow in and it would
Uh-huh.
rustle the curtains,
And it would make the light adjust,
Mhm.
like flicker around the room.
and then you get that brief like.
Yeah. Or like just a noise happening.
I forgot the other reason why my window was creepy into the
Oh,
backyard.
fuck, dude. I
So-
love that we keep going. Oh my gosh.
Why I'm just remembering
I
all
love
this
this
shit,
shit, dude.
It's gonna fuck me up. For
I
the
got
next,
I got
month.
something. Let me
Can
go
we watch
after
an
you.
actual horror movie instead
Slenderman
of
is a terrifying horror movie.
Oh, but we're gonna lose all of this, and I want to have a panic attack tonight.
If we can find, there's no. Like,
I'm playing Red Dead until 7 a.m. when the
It's
sun,
when the
comes,
sun
up.
comes up. Then you can see the monsters.
Fuck, shut the
yeah,
fuck
we still got to drive home, man.
You're driving.
What if the car
I'm
breaks
fetal
down?
position in the back seat.
What if the car breaks down? I gotta go get gas.
Then we're killing
I
ourselves.
gotta-
That's
I'm
my
not
that's my
getting out of
thought.
this car.
That's my thought always if I'm in like a horrifying situation.
I'm gonna kill myself.
I can just kill myself.
I'm
like
not
the
letting
shark
the ghost
dream.
get me.
Like the shark dream, dude. Shark's charging for me. I'm drowning myself.
Open
So-
your mouth.
Open your mouth.
Open your lungs. That's what
That's
it
your
was.
best.
But the thing I
bad
was gonna say
title.
is like, are you guys ever like home alone and you hear like a suspicious noise? Like not like a natural noise, but like actually something that would be like, huh.
Every time it makes my heart skip.
Yeah. I was literally in bed one time and I heard the kitchen cabinet slam shut. And it freaked me the fuck out. I locked my bedroom door and I said, no, sir. No fucking way. Or other times, like, I have weapons.
going into it.
I have weapons.
I have weapons. I have a wish
from
katana.
Wish.
God damn
Yeah.
it!
I have my wish machete and my wish katana, and I will literally walk around the house
Dual wielding
and
shit.
clear every room. I'm not even fucking kidding. I will clear the room, make sure the window's locked, then close the door behind me. Go to the next room. Look around everything. Look around every fucking corner. Look behind the door. I would go to every fucking room and do that.
Dude, that would be such a good horror movie scene. You clear every room in the house. You walk downstairs. You clear the downstairs. You walk back up.
You get to your
And a
bedroom.
door's open or something.
You get
Oh,
to your bedroom where you already were.
Dude, it's like the fucking haunted plant,
No.
dude. The
Wait,
haunted plant. I
wait.
went in to lock out. The door was closed. The door was fucking closed. I left, did my fucking work, and went back in to take my lock off, and the door was wide fucking open. And there's like this old terminal
There's just
shit,
a draft,
flickering
man.
numbers, just flickering. Just right through the door, and I'm like, no fucking sir, cut my lock. I don't give a shit. I'm leaving.
Kevin!
I literally like,
Get
Gavin,
out of here, Gavin!
where the fuck are you? Why would you let me go in there by myself?
No, but dude, that horror. You walk back. Not even another door's open. You walk back into your room. You think everything's fine. Your window's open.
Or just some small thing. Can we make a fucking horror movie, guy?
I want to. I really
Let
want
me buy
to.
the camera.
Let's see. Oh fuck,
I want to
dude.
buy the
Yeah,
camera.
give me my camera. Have you gotten those noises though when you're in the shower? It's happened to me like 3 times while I was in the shower, and And in my mind, like this was like a few years ago. In my mind, it was like, oh, it was probably my dog.
Mm-hmm.
And then I remembered we put my dog down like a few months before.
Fuck.
And I was just like, I'm the only one home right now.
Did you ever like shower in the dark? Do you ever do that?
Are you fucking insane?
No, I shower in the dark when I'm sad.
Yeah. Like you'll shower
Are
in
you
the
about
dark.
to tell me that this
They're both
happened when you were
insane.
showering in the dark?
Yes.
You poor bastard.
Yes, sir.
You absolute
I did
poor
not want to
bastard.
leave. I did not want to leave.
You don't even want to open the fucking shower door to
Exactly.
turn the light on.
No, sir. It was terrifying. I was home alone too.
Your heart palpitations. coming
Yes.
back?
No, I'm just
Oh, I almost
comforting. I'm
fucking
closing
died.
my body up. What were you gonna say right before we had to take a piss?
Oh fuck! You guys were talking about the random ass noises in the house or whatever.
Yeah.
I will kind of do the same thing that Jake does, not to the same
Just clear rooms with your
not to the same
katana.
extent. No, but I have.
Why do you think I still have that? I got rid of all my airsoft guns, but that 1911, because that shit looks real.
I still have a Bowie knife in my nightstand.
Oh shit! I turned 21. My dad said he'd give me 2 guns when I turned 21. Now
Ooh,
now we're
what
clearing with guns, boys. I'm gonna accidentally shoot my cat.
Honestly, close quarters, I'd rather have a fucking blade. Guns are so inaccurate when you're right up close.
I would
Yeah.
much rather have a gun.
Well, it depends. See, are we like how close is close?
You're clearing
3
a room.
feet. That's
Arm's
or other
length.
side of the room.
If you're
Arm's
clearing
length?
rooms, you're
If-
arm's length.
If you are clearing rooms, nobody is going to be on the other side of the room. They're going to be at the door waiting for your ass.
Yeah.
No matter what, you are fucked. My voice is going.
Cape. Thank you.
Fear.
It's the fear.
Fear
It's the fear
mongering me.
gas, bro.
That's fear. You were never a god. You were never even a man.
I am courage.
I am a man.
No, but
So
like,
I hide in my room.
Why not both? Why not I use a gun and a katana?
why don't you walk? Yeah. Oh god. No, but yeah, I will literally clear rooms like that too. I remember I was playing games or whatever. I was on the mic with both of you. I don't remember what I was doing, but I didn't say anything.
Was this recent?
No, this was like 3 months ago, maybe.
It's pretty recent.
Yeah, it's pretty recent.
I mean, I guess.
I'm not talking like yesterday.
Yeah, but like,
We were out all night yesterday.
so I just remember I'll be right back, and you guys went, "What the fuck? We're in the middle of a," and I just put my headset up and like walked away. Fucking immediately grabbed my knife and just kind of thought for a second. I went, "What's the worst thing that could happen?" That's worth it. And then I started fucking just going
You
through.
start thinking like, oh, okay, if I turn this corner and someone's here, what would I do? Or if I do this and someone's here, what would I do? You just keep running through all these random scenarios that none of them are actually gonna fucking happen.
But yeah, it was later at night or whatever. My dad still wasn't home yet because he was, out drinking, having fun, partying, living a good
Attaboy.
life,
Attaboy.
drinking 30 beers in a night.
Attaboy.
But yeah, I don't remember what the noise was exact. It was like it wasn't a knock.
Was it like a creak?
No,
Creaks are the worst.
I am.
Creaks and bangs, loud bangs, scare
wasn't-
the shit out of me
how do I-
because
Oh, fuck, I'm trying to like. It wasn't like a knock. It was more like a.
yeah, no.
Hey, if it's in threes, that's a demon.
yeah.
That's a demon.
Twos. It's a skinwalker because they have to repeat
true.
stuff that they've heard.
Everyone knocks twice before they die.
One of them is just an idiot.
Whenever I knock, I always go that. That's
Yep.
what I always do.
That's if you hear that, that's us, not a demon. Don't stab us with a Bowie knife.
Don't fucking randomly enter my house at fucking like 11 at night.
We
We
did
miss
randomly
you.
enter your house.
Come up
The
to my
other
window
day.
instead. That's better.
That's worse.
Yeah, that is worse.
I would if
If someone yelled through my window,
Oh my god.
what would you do if I climbed up the side of your house in the middle of the night? You're focused on your TV, but you have one earbud out, and I just go, Jake.
shit my pants.
I got
probably
chills
grab
from
that katana and fucking what's the thing? Fucking
Seppuku.
yes.
So my floor's on the first floor. Or my floor's on the first floor. My room's on the first floor or whatever. And my dad, at some point, tried to like look, because I have tinted windows or whatever, tried to look into my room. So it's just an imprint of his face on his window, on my window that I haven't cleaned yet. So it was like the middle of the night after he did it or whatever, and it was daylight when he did it, so I couldn't tell. So I just look over and I just see a face of print, and I go, huh?
Suicide is badass, man. Yes, motherfucking sir.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, no, I don't know. I think I scare myself.
Oh no, yeah,
More
that's
than
definitely
anything
how it
really
works.
scares me.
Oh my, this kind of leads into what I was wanting to talk about. What, Jake? This is a while ago. I think after we filmed like episode 17 or something, where we were talking about like noises, like in the dark or something, and I talked about like forest noises are like okay, but then I thought about like
Forest noises at night.
no, but like imagine jungle noises at night. Imagine being in the jungle. I know you've left the country, so you might have a story about that.
Unlocked a memory I forgot about.
But like, dude, like I can't
I love
fucking
this.
imagine.
I love this.
I cannot imagine going out and taking a piss in the jungle and hearing roaches and birds and shit move.
And fucking
and then you hear
cougars
and then you hear
and shit.
the big thing move through the forest where it like crushes like brush
and you like
shit.
hear, oh,
and you just go, fuck, I don't need to piss that bad.
pissed myself already, guy.
Didn't even get my pants on. What memory has been unlocked for you, buddy?
When we were in Belize and we stayed in the jungle, one evening we decided to go swim in the river that was right next to where we were staying. And it was part of where we were staying. We got down there. It's a heavy current. It's a river in the jungle. It's a heavy current, but it's manageable. About 10 minutes in, it starts to pour down rain, and it gets really gray and, like, foggy out. And, like,
Sick.
for a while, all you're hearing is the pounding rain hit the river. Because it's raining hard, like jungle rain, And just off in the distance, you hear this, like, yelling, like screaming animalistic noise, and I'm freaking the fuck, like I'm swimming and I'm just like, what the fuck is this noise? And I'm there with like my brother and my dad, and like obviously I'm a little more worked up than they are, like or they're better at playing it off at least, but I'm like, I literally like at one point turn to my dad and I'm like, what the fuck is this? And he just goes, I don't know. And I was
Thanks,
like,
Dad.
I'm like,
that's helpful.
Well, he's got to keep his composure.
well, yeah, And I'm like, I get it, but also,
because if
I'm
he was
your child, I'm your
if he was
child. You're
freaking
supposed
out,
to have the answers.
If he was freaking out as much as you were freaking out, that would make you freak out an
that's the thing,
exponential
is, like
amount.
I was composed on the outside, but internally I was.
Yeah, but you were
freaking
tweaking the fuck out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think by the end we decided that it was howler monkeys. And this is gonna be off topic a little bit. Well, it's on topic, but
While you're googling really quick, I remember. So my uncle lived up in the mountains for a bit, past where you live up here, like for like I think another 15 minutes, and it was middle of the forest too. Had to go up this long ass gravel road to get there and shit too. One night, everybody's out standing by the fire, and you hear a bunch of coyotes start, and like they go for a good amount of time, and then they move closer and closer, and then they like circle around us and leave again. And then you hear a cougar. And everybody kind of looked at each other and went, I think it's time we call it a night. I think it's time we all go home. And I went, I just heard a random ass chick scream in the forest. I'm ready to go home. I don't know what the fuck that is.
that's the thing, dude. Cougars and pumas and mountain lions mimic women screaming to draw in like human prey.
I don't know if it's to draw in human prey. But it sounds like
it works really well.
But it works really.
I'm at this point. I'm pretty numb to the sound of coyotes, just because I'm.
Oh no, yeah, me too.
Out here all the time.
It's not as spooky anymore because this is back when I was like 12.
Yeah.
But like, still the sound of coyote. When a coyote is like half
Close.
my size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when they're close and they're loud, that's a little more intimidating. But I'll hear them like across the road because there's a farm over there, and like you know they're there. Or when they're in the pasture up there. I've been outside when they're in the pasture. I've gotten home from work at like 10:30, 11, and I'll be out there and I'll just hear them like a couple 100 feet up, and I'm like, that's a little unsettling. But at the same time, I'm bigger than a coyote. They're more scared of me than I am them. But can I play this howler monkey thing for you guys?
If you play it away from the mic so it doesn't peak.
Okay.
It's a howler monkey.
Is that what it sounded like? I would literally think
that's a howler monkey?
I would literally think that was an alien.
Fucking howler monkeys,
Whoa,
man.
howler monkeys can get down. Fuck.
Here, fucking.
Dude,
This is Costa Rica. This is Costa Rica howler monkey.
That's nice.
I thought howler monkeys were more high pitched.
That's a fucking howler monkey.
Dude, like
Dude, monkeys in general are fucking weird, man.
Coyotes don't really scare me, but like when you get into the like wolves and cougars and mountain lions,
When you get into the shit that can fuck
the
you
shit
up
that
easily,
can fuck you up in one fucking hit, that's when I start freaking the fuck out a little bit. Because you just like, it's not like a fucking domestic like dog or cat.
Yeah.
It like could literally just jump and I'd be dead within 2 seconds.
I love how you just compared a cougar to a cat.
It
A
is
domestic
cat.
cat.
It is not domesticated yet.
We could fix that with a couple of fish. Grab your bucket.
Feed it fish,
But you have to let it come to you.
and then we left click it and it will sit and get back up.
Yes,
It is tamed.
it is.
Fuck.
It will scare off the creepers.
I don't
Man,
know, man. Nature sounds.
it. Oh god, I was
Even
kind of.
fucking like deer. Like
Like a deer call or like a moose call or something.
horses. Horses, dude. Horses sound
Any sound
demonic.
at night in the fucking woods, guy, is just shit myself sounds.
Except like a cow.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. I mean,
Well, I'm trying to think if there's something. I was like,
granted, if I'm like out in the woods, like by myself, I don't hear
And then you
anything, and
hear
then
a
just
cow.
behind me, I just hear.
right, Ed?
I'd be like, all right,
Time to go.
I'm terrified.
This is your territory.
I submit, bovine. I am sorry.
The cow god. Fucking Frank from Cars. That was a little scary.
That true. The combine. Holy shit, guys! What did we do tonight? What just fucking happened?
I don't know.
I don't think I will be able to sleep.
I was gonna toss up really quickly. I think it's kind of funny how people say like humans are at the top of the food chain or whatever.
We just tricked
mean-
ourselves into thinking that.
Because we are.
We
Like,
could. I mean,
with what we can
with what we
do,
can make, yes.
we're at the top
but
of the
at
food
our
chain.
body conditions,
as a
like
solo
as
person,
a primitive, like being, we're not.
as a solo person, especially nowadays, you could barely win a fight against anything.
Yeah.
Like we are nothing without tools.
Exactly.
Well, that's because we spec'd into intelligence.
True.
We really
Like
nerfed
you-
ourselves on like perception.
like even the fucking caveman guys. They weren't fucking beating the shit out of the fucking tigers and lions. They made fucking spears and bows and shit.
It's true. I don't know, man.
Well, the Neanderthals fucking beat the shit out of them with rocks.
They just yeeted rocks at them.
Like rust.
We always compare it to a fucking
Man.
video game.
That's our
The
frame
fucking
of
cat.
reference, dude.
Minecraft Ocelot.
I don't know. The world's scary, man.
That's just the natural world too. Fuck.
Well, we started off a little supernatural.
Yeah, and then we just
Supernatural.
And then we're like, we
natural.
need to bring this back into something
back
relatable.
into reality.
Yeah, and then we went from ghosts and goblin. We started with creepypastas,
True.
and then we went to ghouls and shit, and then noises. Now we're into animals, and
The
how
bumps in
small
the
we
night.
are.
I went camping with my family. I was probably about 7 years old, and we kept hearing gunshots. And we were camping in a spot that wasn't technically a camping spot, but you could legally camp there. And we kept hearing gunshots, and the bullets were ricocheting right next to us. And like my entire, like it's my whole extended family, like cousins, uncles, like we're all out camping, and everyone's like laying down on the ground and like freaking the fuck out. And I was like, don't worry guys, I'll see where the bullets are coming from. So I climbed a fucking tree, and my aunt just fucking screamed at me.
We're full.
Fuck, dude!
Delete some of the earlier stuff. We're gonna keep going.
My aunt just fucking screamed at me.
Is this Brandy?
No, it was Jeremy's mom, Jelena.
They let him know where they let him know where you were.
You fucking fool, dude.
And then I remember like her like slamming me onto the fucking ground. And I was sitting there and I was terrified, and then a bug fucking crawled by my face, and I was like, I can't do this. I can't lay here.
You went from I'm going to save everybody to bug.
I ain't scared of no fucking bullet, but a fucking bug. That's just scary, guy.
I wish I had more like scary work stories. Goodwill was fucking haunted. Goodwill was fucking haunted, dude.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
So when you close, you're closing with one other person when you're working the floor.
Right.
And we have the toy aisle, right?
I don't like where this is going already.
And it would be the two of us out there. Say I was working with Hadley Yobot. And
Hi Hadley. We know you watched
Hi,
podcast.
Yobot.
I'm using it. Hi Hadley. Welcome to the Unedited Podcast.
Fuck.
And like there would be times where we're across the store, like at this, both in the same area, like putting clothes back. Nobody else would be on the floor.
You like have the doors locked.
Doors are locked.
So nobody could be in there.
Nobody's in there. And you would hear like the fucking pull cord toys that like talk, or like things with like speech boxes in them, and you'd hear them making noises. Or like shit would fall off shelves. And granted, that's probably more due to the poor stacking.
Yeah, probably, honestly. I would detect the stacking.
But
still,
the fucking voice box things, that you can't blame that on poor stacking.
It's just Toy Story, man.
They're alive. Just like Robert the doll.
Not the Rupert.
But no, that shit was creepy. But I think the stuff I get myself worked up about is worse. In my mind, at least. Like that, it's like, oh, that's fucking weird. But that's not an immediate danger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, as of recently, as I've gotten older, especially since I've started making fun of horror movies and shit, those like generic tropes of like being scared of shit have like went away.
Mm-hmm.
Because like now, I don't really get scared by a lot unless it's one of those random creeping thoughts. I've sketched myself out more than I'm scared of what's actually like out there.
Yes. It's those lingering thoughts, man, that like... It's sort of like the meme where like, oh, you're laying in bed and it's like your brain's like, remember that thing you did in 2005?
Mm-hmm.
But like scary instead of embarrassing.
When you had those thoughts in bed, is there anything that you would like do to yourself to like calm you down, or would you just fucking endure it?
I would just, like I said, like with the shit where I'd like check the corner and then the fucking curtain. I would never get out of bed for those. I would just use the light, and then I'm like,
That's so much worse.
I would never get out of bed, and I would check it with the light on my iPod, and then I was like, okay, I didn't see anything, and I would lay back down, but I would like stare at the curtain because I like wouldn't.
You didn't trust it.
I didn't check it. I just shined a light at it. I didn't check it. But sometimes in the fucking dark, the way curtains crumble up, it's not like there's something behind the curtain. It's like there's something standing there, you know? Have you ever gotten that?
I kind of get what you mean.
Kind of?
Like the way that they crinkle together, it's
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
makes a
yeah,
shape
okay.
that
I get what you're saying
Yeah.
now.
And it also didn't help that I used to have that like 3-foot tall Batman statue that would be on like my dresser, and that was like right by the corner where I would check.
Let Batman protect you.
Not in the dark.
But he is the Dark Knight.
Do you understand why the criminals fear him? But it would be like, oh, that's the height of a human being at this point. It's on a shelf. And, like, 9 out of 10 times I'd be like, oh, that's what that is. I know what that is. I've checked it 500 fucking times.
But other times it's
like, that's there. I know what that is. Right next to it, the curtain is crinkled. I don't know what that is.
Batman?
And I would just, like, stare at it.
Dude, I can't look out a window at night. Like if I'm in a creeped out, like, vibe. Like, if I look out the window...
You're fucked, dog. We gotta drive home.
No, sir. No, sir.
Close his eyes.
Yeah.
Ah! Fuck.
I'm scared of the dark. Ah, fuck. This is why I have blinds and curtains.
Wow.
I have blinds and curtains too, but in the summer, the blinds are up.
I have blackout curtains.
Me too. Which makes it worse.
Night shift, baby.
Mine are heavy, so I assume they're blackout. They're like thick.
Yeah, then they're probably blackout. Mine are black, and they're blackout curtains.
Mm-hmm.
See, but the light doesn't come through the curtains; it comes around the edges, and that's.
But that's okay.
It's okay, but it's still like that sliver that it kind of like guides your eye.
That sliver that lights one thing up, and then you're looking at that one thing, and you're like, huh.
No, it's not about what it lights up; it's about what it doesn't.
Yeah. Okay.
It's about what it doesn't.
And it's like you can't open the curtains.
I thought we were supposed to lose our imagination as we grew up.
Yeah.
They fucking lied to me in health class.
God damn it.
But it's... I don't know, man. The fuck's wrong with, like... Clearly, it's not just me.
Yeah. No,
It's
definitely.
like a human issue, right?
Yeah.
Well, no, because, like, humans are supposed to be scared of what they don't know, because that's how we stay alive.
Survival instincts. But what the hell helps me survive about just cowering in bed while I think something scary is looking at me?
Well, I mean, when you're younger, like, unless you do it now.
You left that light on, right? Fuck! You left that light on, right?
I don't remember.
It's on.
No, I see that's on. You want to open it?
Jake, you gotta go turn the light off, buddy. Alright, we're taking the camera. The camera's going in first. This is a BDB exclusive, ladies and gentlemen. We are going
We've been talking about all this shit.
first in.
I probably left it.
Yeah, I think you left it on too, but
We're good.
We're good?
Ah!
We're good.
You fucking pushed me.
He fucking pushed me.
We just got nothing in there but pickles and jam.
Yes, sir.
Pickles and
Welcome.
jam, guys.
let's never open that door again.
Gotta open it to put shit back. BDB on location.
Like I said, never open it again.
There's plenty of those scenes. Like, I'm sure it was based off the short film that you guys probably saw on YouTube where it's the lady in the hallway and she is going around to her house turning all the lights off and she gets to her bedroom and she turns off the hallway light and there's just the person crouched in the hallway and she flicks the light on. Nothing's there. And she flicks the light off. Still crouched there. Flicks it on.
And she's seeing this.
She's seeing this.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She's looking at it. She's flicking the light because she's like, am I crazy? And she flicks it back. She flicks the light back on. Nothing there. Flicks it off. The person's standing up now.
Then you flick it on and you leave it on.
Yeah, and then you just walk the fuck away.
She flicks it on. Gone. Back off. She's like 3 feet away, just standing there. Flicks it back on.
Gone.
Or sorry, no, she flicks it off and they're standing right there and she screams, closes the door, and goes into her room. Lights are on and she hides under the covers.
That's such a terrible idea.
And then you just hear the light in the room turn off.
Oh, fuck.
You hear the light in the room turn off. And she like pulls the sheets down. Right in front of her face.
And you just give it a look. And then that's the end of the whole YouTube video.
And then the great part about that, the lady that starred in that as the person flicking the light was in the intro of the movie. Basically doing the same thing again. But on a higher budget? No. Yeah.
No, yeah.
Yes, no. Maybe so.
Say it ain't so.
I will not go. Turn the lights on.
But the thing is, we have to go. Because this
'Cause
has
it's
been
yeah.
the BDB podcast.
It's been
Stay
over
hard.
2 hours.
Stay
Stay hard.
safe.
Stay hard as shit. Don't get spooked on your way home.
Don't look.
Keep
at
the
Right.
lights on.
You're probably watching this late at night. You're probably scared. Maybe check that closet. Check
Don't
behind
look
those
through the
curtains.
Let us
window.
know in the comments if we made you think of something that made you scared at night when you were a child.
I hope you're scared right now. I
Actually,
hope
yeah,
you're
no.
shitting
Leave
your
in the
pants.
comments your spooky shit.
I hope you're alone.
If
We'll
you
read
made it,
some of them if they're good enough.
I actually
True.
don't. That's really
actually comment.
We love
Engagement.
the
Yeah,
interaction.
please.
The engagement.
But no, seriously.
But
Check
no,
your
seriously.
window.
Are we just gonna keep saying that over and over?
Check your window.
Stay hard.
Hard as shit.
Stay strapped.
Stay straight. Yeah, stay strapped.
Get your
too.
wish
You better watch
katana.
out for those milfs.